these people out on the road or out in the hotels or in the football stadiums or down by the harbour with all the boats, with all the seagulls. It all comes down back to the wildlife trail. That's where the base is, and everything gets fed out from there.
Absolutely.
You know,
it
hub
was
there.
It was one of those, and it was part of the reason, you know, I've got massively involved behind the scenes, because for many, many years it would be, and my dad would back this up actually, was Willows was against HF. It was two businesses, and I never understood why we had, you know, in my eyes, I love pest control, I love bird control, don't get me wrong, I love flying birds of prey, but the visitor attraction was 7 days a week, and it was this and it was that, and it was a long old slog. And when we started it, we'd just done a really long slog getting the bird control up and running. So we were, in my eyes, like, why are we diverting our money into a project that I could never really see coming to the forefront? And obviously I trust my dad, and that's where we are now. And I'm glad we did, and I'm glad we followed his vision right the way through, because without Willows, the future of the bird control is very limited.
Absolutely, yeah.
With Willows in the background and what Willows can offer and what Willows does, bird control nation, you know, the world's your oyster kind of thing now, because the expansion and possibilities and excitement it generates and things like that, it's great because you can replicate that anywhere now, and that's what I really feel is a nurturing point right now. It's kind of on the level, like, oh, that's exciting to revisit in a couple of years maybe, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, everything flows through Willows now. It's where the office is based, it's where the birds live, the staff look after the birds go out on site, perform fantastically well now. And what it generates is exactly like I said, that technician only has to worry about doing his job.
Because the birds have got home.
He hasn't got to worry if he wants to go away for the weekend. He can do that because the bird's looked after. If he wants to go on holiday, the bird's looked after. And that's also relative to the guys who have their own birds, because we provide that, holiday hotel for them, for their own birds. So we have those spaces available. The birds come on a little holiday with us. They've got 24/7 care. They're fed daily, and they're looked after mainly by people that understand. And a big sticking point with most people, and most falconers could probably back me up on this, most falconers don't have holidays, or their holidays involve their birds.
Yeah, right.
Because it's their passion. But sometimes it's nice to get away, but
of course,
you're leaving your bird in a environment which, say, maybe you've got a family member that lives close by, or a really good friend or something like that, but all they're doing is turning up and throwing chicks or food into that into their aviaries, which you can come back from holiday and you've got someone who's looked after your bird that doesn't understand anything. You then need to go back to work on the Monday, for example, or just to fly your bird, and it's actually carrying in a corner because something's wrong with it, and the person who's looked after it has no idea what it's looking for or those sorts of signs. So it really benefits that they've got that support network as well, to allow them to have a normal employment, as it were. And that's really important, because a lot of bird of prey enthusiasts are not normal people. It comes with the territory. We're very strange. You go out in muddy fields and crash through bushes and stuff like that. So to a normal person, I guess it would look strange. But having that release, that you can just get away from it for a couple of weeks and have that mindset that my bird's going to be okay. It's a real big impact.
It's a really clever business model, actually. I can see how it really, when you talk about it more and more, I can see how obvious it is. And I think the best businesses are obvious. And I think going back to the beginning of what we were talking about, which is the welfare of the birds, if they've got a nice environment in their home, not like when their owners going on holiday and they're in a corner, like you say, they're going to perform better as well and do a better job for you, which of course, creates more revenue, and everyone.